And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A quick check now for starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we're watching out for today, Greg Monroe.
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. Now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
Well, we spoke about their main defensive concern in this one, and he said, we don't want this game to start getting up and down because they can finish as well as anyone in the league. We have to turn this game into a chess match and make them work for every shot. Let's see if they're successful, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Jabari Parker. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And Bayless kicks to Parker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And it's Turner off the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And he gets it to go.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Rozier gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rozier's got himself on the board with 3 there. Mayo kicks to Bayless. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It could go. Shot no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead.
The new season in the
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Bucks second.
Yeah, and because of that, Kevin, they were one of the best defenses last year as a team. I mean, they led the league in steals, and that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, that's hard work and concentration.
On the floor for Boston. Reed in a 2-guard. Evan Turner is out there with Uredko. Then it's Tyler Zeller, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Look at the closer. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Washington.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Rebounded by Uredko.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Reed the pass to Turner. Celtics passing it around. Dishes it to Zeller. Outside Turner, the closer. 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. First in steals, 7th in assists, and they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
Rozier, he's checked in for Boston. 1:46 left in the first half. There's the dish to Middleton. Passes to Bayless. Back to Middleton. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
And Brad Stevens now in his third year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime. Welcome back, everyone. Bayless the pass to Vaughn. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. And the basket good.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
We've got Miles Plumlee. Jared Bayless is out there with Vaughn. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, the closer in the last outing against the Wizards wasn't happy with how he played. He finished with 8 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. And it's unfortunately become less of a surprise as he's been at a low point for a while. These are things everyone must work through. Coach is certainly hoping it turns around here, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Absolutely. The competitor in him is going to lead to playing with a chip on his shoulder. You can count on that. For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score. He can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
Turner with the steal. Pass to Reed. The feed to Sullinger. Here's the closer. Shoots a 3. 1:33 left to play in the third. Sullinger passes to Reed. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. Well, I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
And Bayless kicks to Plumlee. 55 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bayless. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those...
Middleton dishes to Carter Williams. Kicks to Henson. Back to Carter Williams. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Parker passes to Monroe. Shoots it up. And the Bucks miss again.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
On the floor for Boston, Reed in at shooting guard. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Lee in at the 5 down low.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Miles Plumlee's checked in for John Henson. Chris Copeland comes in for Greg Monroe. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter-Williams. They get a hand on it. Here's Rozier. He passes to Reed, takes the 3. And the pass to Rozier. Here's the closer. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
Easy win for you guys tonight. Did you see that one coming?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. We always go out there expecting we can compete and win the game, but you never know how things are going to play out. It was just good to come out on the right end of the score and to not have come down to the wire like it has for us plenty of times before. Good win, man. Nothing more, nothing less.